This is Kate with Blooms in the Yard. Well, I went to Home Depot to buy a couple of paintbrushes to finish painting my trellis, and I ended up buying some clearance plants. So I thought I'd share my plant haul and my plans for these. So I got this dark lavender chiffon rose of Sharon, but if you look, there's like a lot of plants in here and like the roots are kind of exposed, but I've been wanting one. This was $9 and there are 4 plants in here. So if the plants live, you know, it'll be a good deal. And even if only one of the plants live, it'll still be fine. So this was a risky one. Now my friend Sue's gonna be shocked that I got this because I don't like tropical plants. I don't know, I just don't feel like they go in my garden. I just don't feel like they match the style. I kind of have English cottage in the front and like woodland in the back, and I just don't feel like tropicals go with either of those. But my neighbor has one of these, and when I walk by it, I just think it's really gorgeous. I think the foliage is so pretty. And so when I saw it today, looking this good on clearance, I got it for $13. Oh, you know what? It doesn't have a tag. So I don't know what kind it is. It just, the price was just written on there, and then it was 50% off of that. So there's no tag. So I don't know what kind of hibiscus it is, but it's just gorgeous. And it looks just like the one I've kind of been drooling over at my neighbor's house. I'm starting to think about the mailbox garden this year. You know, we took the tree out in February, and I just put in a bunch of annuals that I grew from seed. And I just it's kind of like when you move into a new house, you just kind of want to live with it for a while before you go in and get all new furniture and paint the walls. So I just wanted to see what that area would feel like without the tree before I started doing like a bunch of permanent plantings. So the other night I sat down and kind of planned out what I wanted, thought more about bushes and perennials that I would want more permanent in that area. So then when I was at the store today and I saw some of the things that I had decided I already wanted, I went ahead and got them, even though maybe they don't look that great. So I got 2 of these Sunshine Ligustrum for $5 each. I already bought one, and I really like the way it looks in that area, although right now I have it in front of the rock wall, and I decided I want to put it behind the rock wall, but that has performed really well. When I saw these for $5, I was like, I'll go ahead and get these 2. So now I'm gonna have 3. And then I got this wine and roses. I was doing a tour of the front yard the other day when I kind of thought, oh, I need a wine and roses Weigela right there. I want to put it where my gladiolas are and where I'm probably going to take them out. So it'll be a good mid-size between the taller limelight and then the lower grape Bellini crepe myrtles I have there, and some annuals. So I got this wine and roses Weigela. Now, ever that other day when I ended up having 3 Abelia in one container, I'm now being a little more aware of how many plants are in this container. And I tried to find a container that only had 1 plant because I wanted it to be big and healthy. And all of these at Home Depot all had 2 plants in them. This was $13 for this wine and roses Weigela, and basically I chose one that had at least 1 good looking plant, and then maybe the second plant I'll stick somewhere else. But so that is my plant haul for today. It wasn't a totally random plant haul because a lot of these I was wanting anyway, and I already kind of had a spot in mind for them. I was thinking I would wait until fall to plant these, but then when I saw them for such a good deal, I went ahead and got them. This morning it was cool and it rained a little bit, And you know, it deceives you and you think that you can start planting things when maybe you shouldn't. But our weather this week is supposed to be in like 79 for several days, like right below 80, right around 80. So that's pretty good. So I am going to go ahead and plant these today if I can. What plant purchase confessions do you have to make? Leave them in the comments below. Okay, so I got the Wine and Roses Weigela planted in there. And then I did get this salvia. This is the Rose Marvel salvia, and it was, you can see, it was taking up a good amount of space here, which is fine. But I want to give these grape Bellini crepe myrtles some sun and stuff to grow in for next year. I might end up moving that Rose Marvel salvia eventually, but also just got it off my boxwood. So this area is cleaned up, and I think, I wasn't sure about the roots. When I separated it from the other one, it definitely had some healthy looking roots in there. So I think it's going to do just fine. In the end, I only got 2 things planted today. The sun came out and it just got too hot. And I probably tore out at least 5 things. So kind of feels like I'm taking 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But, I'm getting rid of mostly annuals, and I'm putting in some things that are going to look good long term. But I am excited about this plant, even though you can't really see it right now because it's in the shade, but it's going to be a really pretty plant. These 3 Sunshine Ligustrum planted. My plan for next year is to have same vinca because they've done really well. This is the native wild ageratum. I will remove that. My plan for this front area is I want to carry this sedum all the way around. And you can see that I've already got some over there. So it definitely would make sense to just have it going all the way through here. And then behind that sedum, I think I'm going to do some Rose Marvel salvia. So I think that's my plan. It can always change. Okay, so the last plant I have is this dark lavender chiffon rose of Sharon. And you can see kind of the state of things. There appears to be 4 plants in there, but we're just gonna plant them and see how they do. I think I'm gonna put the first one into this mailbox garden behind, basically just right behind those 3 sunshine ligustrum that I just planted. Looking from the street, I put one of the Rose of Sharon right there. There's a lot going on in here right now. Around it currently are, well, Sunshine Ligustrum and then Annual Salvia and a Dahlia. So when those are gone next year, this Rose of Sharon will have plenty of space. And then this Rose of Sharon is planted between 2 dahlias right now. So those are annuals. This should have plenty of space next year. This is outside of my potager garden. This is where I had all those snapdragons. There's a couple left that look okay, but, and my goal with these Rose of Sharon is to keep them cut a little bit shorter so as not to shade out this garden. Put the 4th Rose of Sharon. You can see I've got some annuals behind this box, but I have snapdragons and an annual salvia. So I was looking for places where I had annuals where I could put something more permanent. So here's that Rose of Sharon, which can kind of grow up behind this boxwood. This is what the dark lavender chiffon Rose of Sharon should look like when it's full grown, and I'm hoping to keep it at about 6 feet high and maybe 4 feet wide. The label definitely says more than that, but in our climate, I don't think it'll be a problem keeping it that size. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe.